All right, welcome to day number 9. Day 9. I'm not going to kid you. I'm having a tough time today. We're back home from our vacation. And we got home late last night. So I did sleep in this morning. It wasn't totally intentional. I didn't expect to sleep until 8 a.m. That's when I slept until. My alarm did go off at 6 a.m., but I just kind of rolled over and turned it off and went right back to sleep. Not intentional, but that's what happened, right? I guess I was really tired. We didn't get home. Well, I probably didn't get in bed until about 12:30 last night. And we've been on the run for 4 straight days for vacation. We had a great time in Orlando, by the way. So I still made sure, I guess by oversleeping, I still got 7.5, 8 hours of sleep, which was, that mathematically, that's what I'm looking for. It's not really about what time I wake up. It's about how many hours I get. So I still got my 7.5 or 8 hours of sleep. So that's good. But something weird, and I don't think this is because of vacation, but man, I just feel very bloated today. And I don't feel great. I don't feel bad, but I'm kind of off a little bit. And I haven't worked out yet. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon right now, maybe about 1:45 actually. I have a 3 p.m. Zoom meeting that I need to be on, so I'm gonna do my workout right now. So, in the vein of not taking a day off, working out every day for 6 months, I'm gonna work out today, but I gotta tell you right now, I do not feel well. I don't feel good at all. I feel bloated. Again, like I just said, I feel off. I don't know how to explain it. But we gotta get it done. And one of the little mind tricks I like to play, and I certainly teach this to my kids, is that, my workout, it takes about an hour. I had this meeting coming up at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna be on that meeting. That meeting is about an hour and 15 minutes from now. So I can either be on that meeting with my workout already behind me, I'll be feeling like a champ, or I can be feeling like a schmuck on that meeting going, God, I skipped my workout. And if I'm on that meeting for an hour, which that's what it'll be about an hour long, then it's gonna be like 4 o'clock when that meeting's over. And if I'm already not feeling well, and then I start feeling like a little bit of a chump because I didn't work out already, that's the recipe for me not working out at all. That's the recipe for just my day being torpedoed by myself. So the workout has to happen now. And I want to let you know, again, I don't feel like it. In fact, I don't feel all that good. But you gotta quelch that voice in your head that says, you know what, let's just not do it right now. Boy, you've been on a 9-day roll, you're doing pretty good. No, we gotta keep going. We're not doing pretty good. 9 days is not pretty good. We are doing this for 6 months. 9 days is a drop in the bucket. So we can't be taking victory laps right now in our minds thinking, well, you just did 8 whole days, you're in the 9th day, your diet is still perfect. No, we gotta keep going. 9 days is not enough to celebrate anything. So here we go, let's get the workout in. Now here's the good news. The good news is I'm back home. My body isn't all that sore right now. Muscle-wise, I'm not all that sore. I was yesterday morning. Yesterday morning when I went for my run/power walk, that was the video before this. Go look at day 8. I was still down in Orlando, and I was gonna go for my 5:30 a.m. run, but my entire body was kind of sore. So instead of doing a run, I did a power walk. Again, I didn't take the day off, but I did a 1-hour power walk. And when I do my power walks, I'm moving pretty quick. So, I had a good sweat going, my heart rate was going. But now I'm back home, and guess what? I'm in my own gym. And my body doesn't feel all that sore right now, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm really gonna start stacking up some weight and really pushing it to muscle failure. So I think last week was my first week really back into lifting weights. I was definitely sore during the week last week. If I hit my chest and my shoulders right now, they don't feel that bad. A little bit of soreness if I really push. But I think I can go for it today and really, really get a great workout. And that's what I'm gonna go for right now. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna stack a little extra weight on and go to muscle failure and see how it goes. So hopefully I've got that first week of soreness out of the way. If you haven't worked out lifting weights in a long, long time, like maybe ever, I promise you, it might take you 2 or 3 weeks to get through the soreness area. Don't take a single day off, just modify the exercises when you are sore. Again, don't take the days off, just modify them. If you're really, really, really sore after doing your first day of lifting, still get the next lift in, but just go with really, really light weight. And if you're at a public gym and people see you doing like ridiculously lightweight, like maybe you're using dumbbells for the flat bench and you're only using 20 pounds, to hell with them. To hell with them. Don't worry about it. This is your journey. If you have to go super, super light because you're really sore, do that. But don't take the days off. We are trying to condition the habit of doing things consistently over and over and over. Once we get through the first 6 months and we've created a whole new you, a whole new me, then we'll start taking normal rest days. We'll build in 1 or 2 rest days every single week. But not right now. Right now, we are resetting our bodies, we are resetting our minds, we are resetting our habits. Don't take days off right now. You, me, and 6 months. This is 6 months. You will get through this. I don't feel well today. I'm gonna get through my workout. Okay? See you on the other side. Okay, I'm shooting this video right after I put down my last set. My last exercise. So I just did my 1 hour lifting workout. I start with 8 minutes on a rowing machine, and I immediately go to 8 minutes on my stationary bike at about 70% resistance. And I try to keep my RPMs, my rotations, up to 80 or better. 8 minutes on the rowing machine, 8 minutes on the bike. At 16 total minutes. My transition from one to the other is very fast. I only lose maybe 12 seconds. Then I go to bench press. I use dumbbells for almost everything in case I push myself to muscle failure, which is what I do. And that way I can just drop them to my side. If you're doing barbells, and you're doing bench press, you're trying to get to muscle failure, and you can't get one up, you're gonna bring that barbell down on your chest. I've done that, it ain't good. In fact, that can be extremely dangerous if you're by yourself. So I use dumbbells because I work out by myself. So I go to flat bench, I use dumbbells, I do 3 sets of 12, that's it. And I only wait 30 seconds between each set. The way that I do that is I take my phone, I'm recording this off my phone, I take my phone, and while I'm working out, I go to my stopwatch, and I just have it running continuously. So when I finish a set, and I drop the dumbbells, I immediately look at my phone and I see where it is in terms of minutes and seconds. And let's say at that point, it's at 21 minutes and 14 seconds. Okay, I just put it in my head, I just finished a set at 14 seconds. I'm gonna start my next set at, 14? I'm gonna start my next set at 44 seconds. I take 30 seconds off between sets. So every time I put a set down, I immediately look at my stopwatch. I see where the seconds are. I add 30 seconds, and that's when I start my next set. That's how I can tell you that I know my workouts go for 57 minutes because I have a continuous running stopwatch. But what I care about the most on that stopwatch is the 30-second intervals between sets. Does that make sense? So look, I just do one chest exercise. I do flat bench with dumbbells, and I only do 3 sets. So find the weight for you that allows you to go 3 sets, pushing for 12 each set. But you want to get a weight that you can't get the 12th one on the 3rd set. Maybe you can't get the 12th one on the 2nd set. You should be able to get 1 set of 12, which should be kind of strenuous. And then your next set, 30 seconds later, after resting for 30 seconds, your next set, maybe you only can get 10 or 11, right? And then you wait 30 more seconds, you put the barbells down, you sit up, you kind of flex your muscles a little bit, take some good deep breaths, get some oxygen in during those 30 seconds. And then your last set, man, you should only be able to get like 8 or 9 or 10. Now, as you get stronger, you're eating more protein, you're getting good sleep. See how it all connects? You're eating lots of protein, you're getting lots of sleep. You should be getting stronger every 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe 4 weeks, once a month. You should be able to add another 5-pound dumbbell, right? So let's say you start off doing 25-pound dumbbells each, right? Maybe you can't get 3 sets of 12 with 25-pound dumbbells. That's totally fine. Push yourself to exhaustion every time, and probably within a month, you're gonna get 3 sets of 12 with 25-pound dumbbells. Guess what? Now you're going to move up to 30-pound dumbbells. And you're going to keep doing that until you ultimately get 3 sets of 12 on the 30 pounds. And then you're going to move up to 35 pounds and so forth, right? So I do flat bench, just dumbbells, 3 sets of 12. Then I immediately move over to a tricep extension, a pull down, right? So I have a machine, I have a lat pull down and a tricep pull down machine here in my house, in my basement. And I do 30 pounds and I do, you guessed it, 3 sets of 12. Everything I do is 3 sets of 12 and I go until failure. Now I'm doing 30 pounds now. So I use individual plates. So I have 15 pounds, on each side of the pull down rack, right? And so that's 30 pounds. And I do 3 sets of 12. Right now, I got my 2 sets of 12, but the third set I could only get 10. So I'm very close to adding 5 pounds on each side. So pretty soon, instead of doing 30 pounds for my tricep pull downs, I'll probably be doing 40 pounds pretty soon, right? I'm gonna move up to another weight on that one pretty soon. So I do 3 sets of 12 there. I only wait 30 seconds in between them. That 30-second wait never changes. The 3 sets of 12 never changes. Every exercise we do, 3 sets of 12, if you can, right? Hopefully you can't. That's what you're aiming for until you push up to the next weight. And there's always 30 seconds in between. So then once I finish the tricep push downs, I come back over to the bench. I have a bench that you can lift the back up and down, right? So it can go from flat bench to incline bench to straight up. And I do military presses. 3 sets of 12, 30 seconds in between. Right now, I can't get 3 sets of 12 on the dumbbells, the individual dumbbells that I'm using. So that's my goal, is to get the 3 sets of 12 there, and then I'll move up to another dumbbell 5 pounds heavier for each side. Then I go right from there back over to the machine that I was doing the tricep push downs on. Now I'm going to do lat pull downs, where I grab it wide and I kind of lean back, and I'm doing a back exercise and a lat exercise. I do about, what am I doing right now on that? I'm doing 30, 40, 50. I'm doing 50 pounds on that. 50 pounds, 3 sets of 12. Guess what? My third set, I didn't get 12. I got 9. Okay, so I'm working for 3 sets of 12 there before I jump up to 60 pounds on that, okay? Then I jump back over here to the area where I sit down, my flat bench now, and I do 3 sets of shrugs. Shrugs are just your shoulders straight up, right? It kind of works, I guess these are your traps here, works your traps and your neck, and a little bit of back and shoulders too, but primarily traps and neck. 3 sets of 12 there. Then I go to hammer dumbbell curls. So they're just basically side curls, to the side. The reason they're called hammers is because to get them up past your leg, you have to have them kind of aiming perpendicular to the ground, and then you twirl them so that they're more like a barbell curl once they get past your leg. You know what I mean? So I'll do 3 sets of 12 there. I can't do 3 sets of 12 on those, so I have something to shoot for. And then I immediately go to a curl bar. So I'm doing 3 sets of 12 with dumbbell curls. And then when I'm done those, and again, I didn't get 12. In fact, sets number 2 and 3, I didn't get 12. Set number 2, I only got 9. And set number 3, I only got 6. So I have a long way to go on the curls, on the dumbbell curls. The barbell curls, I got 2 sets of 12, and my last set was 10. So I'm pretty close to adding weight to that one right there. So 57 minutes in total. Just in talking to you, I'm catching my breath. I'm getting better. But yeah, I pushed it. And you know what? Now that I'm calming down, the adrenaline's starting to slow down a little bit. I still don't feel well. Like I'm almost a little bit nauseous right now. I don't feel well. But we're not missing a day. If you don't feel well, damn it, do something. Because it's not just that we're trying to work out our body. The thing we're probably trying to change the most in these next 6 months is this. It's our mentality. It's our mindset. It's our thought processes. We're trying to condition ourselves to always do the things that we want to do no matter what, right? The things that are serving us. So there you go. There's my workout. I'm so glad that I recorded something before this workout, because that kind of kept me on task. Once I recorded that, I thought to myself, well, hell, I recorded something. I told them all I'm going to do it. I guess I got to do it now, right? So in some ways, recording these things is kind of keeping me on task. More on that later on, because I've been thinking about that a lot. That's kind of why I mentioned it right now. But anyways, I think I'm going to shoot another quick video today. So this is going to be a longer set of videos. It's going to be 3 different videos for today on day 9. I've been talking about, we've talked a lot about diet. We've talked a lot about getting up early and working out. And we've talked about getting sleep. Those are 3 major goals that I have for these 6 months. And for the first 9 days, we've kind of focused on that. But don't forget, I got a couple other goals. I want to read more. So this afternoon, I got a couple meetings I got to take. I got to do a meeting right now. I'm gonna show up at that meeting looking like this. I don't care. It's my staff, My staff knows I'm trying to work out a lot. So I'm going to say, hey guys, this is what I look like right now. I already had like 5 meetings this morning with clients. I snuck a workout in, and I have another meeting with clients later on this afternoon that I will shower for, and I will, look presentable and all that stuff. But right now, my staff is just going to see me looking like this. That's all there is to it. One quick thing I will tell you. One of my staff members did say, dude, you're always wearing that same shirt when you work out, like you're sweating every day. Look, that's true. So be it known that I do wash this almost every night. I wash my entire workout outfit. If not every day, it is certainly every other day. This is my workout thing. You can probably tell, I used to be in the Marine Corps a long time ago, 37 years ago. I was in the Marine Corps, and wearing these letters across my chest, putting this sweatshirt on, puts me in a workout mentality. So you will probably almost always see me wearing this shirt. Have no fear. And even the undershirt that's below it, my running sweats, everything I wear that I work out in, have no fear. I wash them almost every day. I never go more than 2 days without washing them. So they're always fresh, but that was a valid comment that one of my colleagues made. He said, hey, you're always wearing the same thing. Doesn't it get nasty after a while? It would, but we have this invention in our house called a laundry machine. So anyways, hey, I'll check in with you after these meetings are over, and I think I want to talk to you a little bit about my reading, how I'm getting my reading done. I'm a stone's throw away from finishing a book that I was on. I will probably, today's a Monday, today's day 9, it's a Monday. My goal is to have this book finished by tomorrow afternoon for sure, maybe tomorrow morning, and jump into a new book. But I want to show you in my next video, how do I do my reading? How do I select the books? Where are they? And where do I do most of my reading? So I'll show you that in a minute, because I haven't focused on the reading that much. I got about, in the last 9 days, I probably got 4 days of reading in. So I need to pick that pace up a little bit. But that made sense. We were on vacation, so we were on the run from like 7 in the morning until like 11 o'clock every night. So that's where my reading went. But anyways, all right, that's my workout. Hope you took some notes on that. If you didn't, go back, take some notes on like what I do. If you don't know a whole lot about how to get into a workout routine, start with what I do. Start with what I do. Go ahead. And then over time, once you get more comfortable doing routines and being in the gym, you will modify it so that it becomes a joyful experience for you. Maybe you don't like the exercises that I do, but I would say if you don't really know what you're doing yet, start with mine. Start with mine as a structure. Do all of my exercises. I just told you what they were, and figure out the weights that work for you. You'll figure that out within the first or second routine, okay? The first or second day of doing it. That won't take long. But then you'll see other people doing different things. You might go, oh, I want to do that. It doesn't matter. Try any exercises you want. We're not trying to be Mr. Universe. We're not trying to enter any competitions. You just want to try to do a head to toe, full body, hit all the muscles type workout. And again, if you don't know what to do, start with my routine, go back and jot down the notes of what I do, and then just modify it over time. You'll figure it out. I promise. I got faith in you. That's how I did it. I just copied from other people, and then finally I figured out the 5 or 6 or 7 exercises that I really like. Now, tomorrow I'm going to do lower body, and I will explain to you what those are and how I do lower body and core on the days opposite from when I'm doing upper body. All right? I'll see you later on today for a little bit of time in the library.